Abhinav,
Yes, right.
Good morning, sir.
good morning. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Speak a bit louder and introduce yourself. Hmm.
Is it okay, sir?
Yeah. Now, tell us about yourself.
My name is Abhinav Shukla. I am from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. I have completed my schooling from Bakshi Ka Talab Government Technical College, and then after I moved to University of Lucknow, from where I have completed my graduation and post graduation in 2019 and 2021 respectively. And currently, I am preparing for combined geoscientist examination, which is conducted by UPS.
So you completed your MSc in 2021.
Yes, sir.
So what were you doing in last 2 years?
Similarly, sir, I was preparing for combined geoscientist examination last 2 years.
Okay. So tell us something about Lucknow. Can you tell the coordinates of Lucknow?
Coordinates, yes, sir, exact, I don't know, but it's about,
Okay, tell me in which UTM zone Lucknow city comes.
what, sir? Please repeat, sir.
In which do you know UTM? Have you heard about UTM zones?
Yes, sir, I have.
Hmm. So, in which UTM zone Lucknow city is located?
Sorry, sir, I don't remember this.
You don't know that, huh? Okay. What is elevation of Lucknow?
Elevation is almost 125 meters above sea level.
125-meter
Above sea level.
above sea level. Which sea? Which level? Which sea's level?
The mean sea level.
How you calculate this mean sea level? Every now and then we say mean sea level above MSL, above MSL. Then how you calculate that MSL?
Sir, it is a difference data in comparison with we give the elevations of different areas.
Hmm. It seems that you don't know how to calculate mean sea level or what is the concept behind mean sea level, is it? It seems that you don't know. You're not aware of that. Okay, no problem. What is geology of Uttar Pradesh?
Uttar Pradesh is basically situated really the part of Indo-Gangetic basin, and here mainly the quaternary sediments of Indo-Gangetic plains are available, and beneath them there are the granitic basement of Bundelkhand Plateau, and almost 75% part of the Uttar Pradesh is covered by Indo-Gangetic alluvium. That is the northern part, and little bit southern part there are exposures of Vindhyan and Gondwana and Deccan as well. So, and in Gangetic alluvium, which is the major portion of Uttar Pradesh, there are two various things, that is older alluvium and newer alluvium.
Since you have mentioned about Indo-Gangetic alluvium plain, can you tell me how it formed?
Sir, it is actually a four-land basin which formed by the process of downward flexure of Indian plate because of the thruster loading in Himalaya.
Okay, very good. What is HFT?
HFT is a fault, thrust fault, which separates Indo-Gangetic basin from outer Himalaya, that is Shivaliks.
Okay, tell us the stratigraphic succession of Shivaliks.
Okay. The lowermost starts with it is Kamlial, Chinji, Nagri, Bhopatan, Boulder conglomerate.
Kamlial, Chinchi, Nagri,
Chinji,
Bhokpatan, then
Nagri,
Tatrot.
Bhopatan, Tetrode, Pinjore,
Tatrot.
Boulder conglomerate. Yes.
Boulder conglomerate. Okay. What are shear zones?
Shear zones, these are sir actually tabular zone where the strain is notably very high than in comparison with the surrounding rocks. We can also
Can you repeat your answer once again? I could not hear you
but
properly.
shear zones, these are actually tabular zones where the strain is notably higher than the surrounding rocks. And we
Hmm?
can also say that shear zones are the deeper equivalent of brittle faults, deeper counterpart of the faults.
Uh, can a shear zone be in a brittle domain?
Yes, sir, of course, it can be.
How it formed? How a brittle shear zone is formed?
Sorry, by the processes of brittle deformations like grain boundary sliding, grain boundary rotation,
And what is the difference between pure shear and simple shear?
pure shear and simple shear. Yes, sir. Pure shear is a coaxial deformation where the orientation of principal strain axis does not change.
Hmm.
And in simple shear, these strain axis orientation of this strain axis changes. This is not. This is a non-coaxial deformation.
So how you can, by seeing the rocks, how you can say that this is a simple shear or this is pure shear? By visualizing the clasts, how you can say this?
Please repeat, sir.
I mean, you are in a field and you are visualizing the rocks and you are saying it's shear, okay? So how can you predict whether it's a simple shear or pure shear by seeing the clasts?
Yes, sir. If there are shape changes in class, different class, if there are shape changes, then we can
Hmm?
say this is a simple shear.
Shape changes.
Yes, sir.
Shape to always will change. Shape will always change. And what is homogeneous and inhomogeneous deformation?
Homogeneous deformation when the deposition is uh, identical throughout the rock body, and in inhomogeneous deformation is not identical throughout the rock body. In some part there's difference, and other part there is difference.
Okay. Uh, it's not exactly correct what you are saying about inhomogeneous and homogeneous deformation, but still I will accept it up to some extent. Okay. And what are strategic minerals? Define them.
Strategic minerals.
Hmm.
Yes, sir. Strategic minerals, these are actually minerals which are very important for socio-economic development of a country, and also for defense. These are very important minerals.
That's all from me. Shishi sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Rohit. Thank you, Rohit. Yes, Abhinav.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. What are your hobbies?
Sir, my hobby is basically watching cricket.
Watching
Cricket.
cricket.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then tell me the name of a player who scored double century in ICC tournaments.
Sir, recently Glenn Maxwell last night.
Yeah, very good. And what is the favorite subject of geology in
Sir, my favorite subject in geology is mainly structural geology.
structural geology? What about mineralogy?
Yes, sir. All are good, but my favorite subject is structural.
Structural geology. Okay. Then can you explain the difference between pure shear and simple shear?
Yes, sir. Pure shear is a coaxial deformation where the orientation of strain axis does not change. And in
Okay.
simple shear, this is a non-coaxial deformation where the orientation of strain axis changes after the deformation.
Okay. Uh, Is there any economic deposits in UP?
Yes, sir. Most of the economic deposits which are in UP, basically in southern part of UP, I can say, first of all, this is Hirapur phosphorite.
Phosphorite.
Yes, sir. In Hirapur phosphorite, and also in,
What is phosphorite?
phosphorite is a bedded chemical sedimentary rock in which P2O5 weight percentage of P2O5 is higher than 15%.
Then mineralogically, what is the mineral in phosphorite?
Yes, sir. Phosphorus mineralogically, the main phosphorus minerals present in phosphorite will be apatite and colobane.
Apatite. Okay. What is hypersolvous granite?
Hypersolvous granite.
Yeah.
Sir, these are actually the low calcium alkaline granites in which solvus is truncated, in which there are not in hypersolvous granite, no mid-range alkali feldspar will be found. There will be a different constituent like Na feldspar and K feldspar
Yeah.
by the process of exsolution.
Okay. Okay. What is Meghalayan age? Can you explain it?
What's that? This
Meghalayan age. Yeah.
Meghalayan is, sir, I don't have any idea.
No. Then what is stratigraphic succession of, I think, Marwar supergroup? Can you hear?
Marwar supergroup.
Yeah.
Marwar, Marwar supergroup, sir, I don't know.
What are the trans-Aravalli Vindhyans?
I read about this, but I don't remember the answer.
Can you explain the sediment maturity?
Sediment maturity.
Maturity of sediment. Sediment maturity, yeah.
Maturity of sediment, I think it is given on the basis of their roundness and sphericity,
Roundness and sphericity.
also their texture and composition.
Yeah, okay. We can classify the minerals into immature minerals, immature sediments, mature sediments, super mature sediments. What is maturity? It is simply about roundness or any mineralogical criteria.
I don't remember.
No. Okay. What is the quartz feldspar ratio?
False feldspar ratio in which
Feldspar is what type of mineral? Stable or unstable?
feldspar is unstable.
Unstable, okay. In which condition feldspar occur in a sediment? It is unstable.
Yes, sir.
And in which condition feldspar occur in a sediment? What are the climatic conditions? फेल्सपार यदि हमको सेडिमेंट से मिल रहा है तो उस समय हम पॉसिबली क्या क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस एज्यूम कर सकते हैं कि वो रही होंगी इसलिए फेल्सपार मिल रहा है.
I think, sir, conditions which are favorable for the weathering processes are not present there. That is why feldspar is.
I'm asking about these conditions which are not favorable for weathering. What are these conditions?
Sir, that conditions different for the physical and the chemical weathering. For physical weathering, the arid climate is favorable, and for chemical weathering, there is humid tropical climate is favorable. So the conditions are different for the physical and chemical weathering processes.
In sedimentology, we generally use the term positive areas. What are these positive areas?
Positive areas, sir, I don't have any idea.
Very frequently use the term the positive areas.
What, sir?
Positive areas and negative areas in sedimentology. Okay, what are the symmetric operations?
This hill and mountains, I can use the term positive, it is a negative area.
Yeah,
Sir, I
please
think it is all about.
I'm asking about symmetry operations. What are the symmetry operations? Can you explain symmetry?
It is the positive, and if there is basin and depression, we can say negative.
Okay, positive, negative, okay. Now I'm asking about symmetry. Symmetry elements, symmetry elements.
Yes, sir.
Please explain.
Sir, symmetry elements, these are the actually crystallographic elements which are responsible for the symmetry of the particular metal or crystal.
Okay, then what are the
It
symmetry
may be a plane of
operations?
symmetry, it may be a symmetry operations. These actually define the particular characteristic of that symmetry. I mean, is it is a reflection or rotation or inversion? These are the symmetry operations.
Okay, okay. And can you explain the rotary inversion axis?
Roto inversion axis, yes. This is a relation of rotation and inversion.
दोबारा बोले.
Sir, it is a combination of rotation and inversion.
Okay, okay, okay. In nature, we have 32 classes of symmetry combinations.
Yes, sir.
Which class shows maximum number of symmetry elements? Name the class.
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
Which symmetry class shows maximum number of symmetry elements?
I think the class which belongs to hexagonal system, I think 6 by m, 2 by m, 2 by m.
This class possesses the maximum symmetry elements. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Please go to the basic books of geology. Abhinav,
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
no, enough from my side. Faisal,
Abhinav,
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
good morning. Since you are being from Lucknow University,
Yes, sir.
what are the, like in Rajasthan, we have physiographic divisions. Is there any physiographic division available for Uttar Pradesh also? Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. Physiographic divisions, I think in Uttar Pradesh only there is Bundelkhand basement, and over the above this there are the alluvial sediments. That's it.
Okay. So have you heard about the Trai regions or Khadar Bhabar regions?
Oh, yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, you are saying that the Bundelkhand crater is at the basement. Are there any places in Uttar Pradesh at where the Bundelkhand craton is exposed to the surface? What is the lithology of Bundelkhand craton? What is the
There are
lithology?
lithology is mainly the Bundelkhand granites are there, various types of Bundelkhand granite, and also there are quartz reefs and dioxons.
Okay, so have you been to the field at Bundelkhand craton?
No, sir.
Okay, so in Uttar Pradesh there are many river basins. And from which district you belong?
Sir, Lucknow.
Lucknow only. So Lucknow have which river basin?
Sir, Gomti River.
Gomti River. So is there any other name to the Gomti River?
No, sir, there is only one name, Gomti.
Okay. So from where this name originated? How Gomti River got this name?
So the origin of name, I don't know.
Okay, okay. So since you have your interest in structural geology, you have heard about the word attitude.
Attitude, yes, sir.
So you may often heard that she or he is showing that much of attitude. What are the basic traits that defines the attitude of someone?
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
Like you may have heard this that he or she is showing this much of attitude.
Yes,
So what do you get by this word?
sir, attitude of a person, I think it mainly belongs to its his or her behavior, basically. What is its response to you?
Okay. Response to a particular or in general
Sir,
or to a situation.
in general,
Okay. So you may get in general attitudes of birds also.
yes, sir.
How do you define it?
Sir, attitude, we can define that it is a three-dimensional orientation of a bed. It is given by strike and dip.
Okay. So strike and dip is measured in 3D or 2D?
Sir, 3D.
In 3D. So why we are measuring it on a plane? What is the basic difference in between the apparent dip and true dip?
Hello, hello.
Yes, yes, Abhinav, you are audible to us. I am simply asking, we are defining dip and strikes. So we are defining or measuring it in 2D or 3D?
Sir,
I
hello,
think the network connection is poor.
hello.
Yes, Abhinav.
Hello.
Yes, Abhinav, you are audible to us.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry, you remember the question or still I need to repeat it again?
Sir, you were asking about true dip and apparent dip. Am I right?
Yes. So what is the basic difference
True.
between these two?
The basic difference between the true dip and apparent dip is the plane on which we measure the dip. That means in true dip, this is the angle between a horizontal plane and inclined plane measured on a vertical plane which is perpendicular to the strike of the bedding. And in apparent dip, uh, the plane in which we are measuring, it is not perpendicular to the strike of bedding.
Okay. So we are getting various segments of the lithosphere.
Yes, sir.
What is the structural factor which is influencing the segmentation of lithosphere?
Sir, fault.
Fault. So what makes fault? What is the necessary conditions for faulting?
For faulting, necessary conditions maybe extension or compression.
Okay. So have you been aware about the fact that at mid-oceanic ridges we get normal faults and at the trenches we get thrusting?
Normal and thrust.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
So at both the places we are seeing that the segments of lithosphere are moving either towards each other or away from each other. So at one place we are
Sir,
seeing this extension and at the other hand we are seeing this compression. But my
yes, sir.
question is what causes this segmentation?
Sir, mainly the faulting. Only the faulting is responsible for the different segments of lithosphere, that is the tectonic plates. I think lithosphere plates.
So the faulting can be brought out in ductile material?
No, sir.
No. So what is the mineralogical composition of lithosphere?
Mineralogical composition of lithosphere.
Yes.
Yes, sir, there will be the crustal part of the lithosphere. There will be quartz, feldspar. Feldspar will be the predominant, and the upper mantle portion of the uh, lithosphere will be rich in iron and manganese. That will be olivine and pyroxene. These are the mapping.
So the olivine, feldspar, pyroxenes, quartz, these are brittle minerals or ductile minerals? What is the response to the stress when applied to these minerals?
Yes, sir. Brittle. These are the brittle.
Brittle. So that makes sense that the nature of the lithosphere or mineralogical constituents of the lithosphere is such when the forces are applied, it will be broken up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So have you heard about the igneous bodies like dikes and sills? Dike and sills. Dikes and sills.
Can you please repeat, sir?
Have you heard about the
Dikes and
igneous
sills.
bodies
Yes, sir.
like dikes and sills?
Yes, sir.
What is
These
the
are the
basic
these
difference
are
between these two?
these are the intrusive igneous body. And dike is a discordant body which is a cross cutting to the bearing, and still it is a concordant igneous intrusive body which is parallel to the surrounding rocks.
Now, can you tell me the structural influence for the emplacement of dikes as a discordant body and the structural or principal stresses distribution for the concordant bodies? Is there any principal stresses which are acting in such a manner that we are getting discordant or concordant, or it is just a crack or weak joints or planes along which magma just erupts or descends
Yes,
or
sir.
ascends, whatever?
Sir, I think only the I think only the discontinuities present in the rocks are responsible for the emplacement of dikes and sills, like fractures,
Okay.
faults, veins.
Then why the sills are concordant and dikes are discordant? They are cutting across the country rocks. The basic nature of the magma is that it is buoyant. The density of the magma is less than the surroundings or the source. So whenever the opening is available, it will be ascend upward, right? So why we are not getting only dikes? Why we are getting concordant bodies then? So it must be related to the principal stress distribution that causes that emplacement. Are you aware of it? Okay, okay, okay. So you've been to the geological field anywhere?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which places you have visited?
Sir, Almora.
Almora in Uttarakhand.
Yes, sir.
What is the average altitude of Almora? Okay. Which rock types you have
Average
seen?
altitude, I don't remember it.
No, not an issue, not an issue. Which rock types you have seen in Almora?
Sir, basically the metamorphic rocks, like phyllites, cysts, and mylonites, we have also seen there, and various structures we have seen there.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, Abhinav, that's for all for my side. Thank you so much for having me. Caesar, over to you.
अभिनव, आपका इंटरव्यू कब है?
Yes, sir.
आपका इंटरव्यू कब है जीएसआई वाला में?
Sir, can you please repeat, sir?
आपका जीएसआई का इंटरव्यू कब है?
Sir,
20 कनेक्शन
sir, 20 November, yes, sir.
20 नवंबर। ओके, 20 नवंबर तक
Yes,
काफी
sir.
टाइम है। थोड़ा बहुत ब्रश करो अपने नॉलेज को, है ना?
Yes, sir.
और
Yes,
जो
sir.
बहुत सिंपल टर्म्स होते हैं, जनरली क्या हम बहुत डीप स्टडी कर लेते हैं, लेकिन सिंपल टर्म्स को छोड़ देते हैं। मैंने कोशिश यही की थी
Yes,
कि
sir.
आपसे सिंपल टर्म्स पूछूं। और जनरली होता है कि या तो इन डेप्थ इंटरव्यू जाता है, किसी टॉपिक पे आप पकड़े जाओगे, उस पर लगातार चलता रहेगा, या फिर ऐसा होगा कि आपको हिट एंड ट्रायल में इंटरव्यू चलता रहेगा। आपसे क्वेश्चन अलग अलग पूछते रहेंगे, अलग नेचर के क्वेश्चन होंगे, उन पर बात करें। एक चीज अभी हमने किसी ने भी इंटरव्यू आपसे नहीं पूछी, वो ये थी कि आप जीएसआई में अगर जाना चाहते हैं तो जीएसआई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बारे में आप कितना जानते हैं, उसको भी थोड़ा सा आप पढ़ना।
Yes, sir.
जीएसआई के हेडक्वार्टर्स कहाँ कहाँ पे हैं, क्या उनका ऑब्जेक्टिव है, क्या नेचर ऑफ वर्किंग है, और उस वर्किंग में आपको क्या चीज आनी चाहिए, इस पे भी थोड़ा सा पढ़ना। ठीक है
Yes, sir.
फैजल?
अभिनव, दो चीजें हैं। पहला तो एक जो आपकी टोन है वो बहुत ही न्यूट्रल है ना? समटाइम्स इफ यू आर नॉट नोइंग द आंसर, योर टोन बिकम्स बिट अग्रेसिव एंड यू जस्ट वांट टू आंसर दैट, है ना? आपको नहीं पता है फिर भी आप उसको आंसर करना चाह रहे हैं, और उस टाइम पे दिख रहा है कि आपकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज एग्रेसिव हो रही है। ये मेरा ऑब्जर्वेशन है ना? हो सकता है कि ये बिल्कुल नॉर्मल हो, है ना? और दूसरा ये है कि आपका फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट स्ट्रक्चरल जियोलॉजी है। तो स्ट्रक्चरल जियोलॉजी इज द सब्जेक्ट थ्रू विच वी कैन एक्सप्लेन एवरी काइंड ऑफ लैंडस्केप, है ना? जैसे मैं आपसे अभी डाइक्स एंड सिल्स के बारे में पूछ रहा था कि उनके एम्प्लेसमेंट को लेकर के प्रिंसिपल स्ट्रेसेस का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कैसा है ना? तो उसमें आप बोल रहे थे कि नहीं, बस ये सिंपली डिसकंटिन्यूटी को फॉलो करता है ना? तो काउंटर क्वेश्चन उससे हो सकता है। तो उस केस में बेस्ट बेस्ट कम सिनारियो ये रहता है कि अगर आपको नहीं पता है तो आप सीधा सीधा मना कर दो कि जी
Exactly, sir.
नहीं आता। एकदम बेस्ट यही है ना?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
हाँ, बाकी एक बार थोड़ा सा उत्तर प्रदेश का जियोलॉजी, उसके मिनरल रिसोर्सेज, उसके फिजियोग्राफिक डिविजन्स, उसके रिवर सिस्टम्स, बेसिन्स, उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा देख लो हल्का हल्का, है ना? नहीं तो आपके डिपार्टमेंट में जो भी प्रोफेसर्स हैं जो उत्तर प्रदेश की जियोलॉजी को डील करते हैं, एक बार उनके साथ बैठो आराम से, उनसे पूछो कि सर ये थोड़ा बता, है ना? बाकी मेरे ख्याल से अच्छा है, कॉन्फिडेंस अच्छा है,
Okay,
आपका
sir.
नॉलेज भी अच्छा है ना? और आंसर भी आप ठीक ठाक से आर्टिकुलेट कर रहे थे, कुछ कुछ जगह इधर उधर जा रहा था, बट ओवरऑल मेरे हिसाब से तो ठीक है। बस ये है कि जैसा हो वैसा रहो और अपने बेसिक्स को और थोड़ा इम्प्रूव कर लो, है ना? रोहित सर प्लीज।
शुक्ला जी,
Yes, sir.
देखिए यार, एक वो दोहा हम पढ़ा करते थे पहले, ऐसी वाणी बोलिए मन का आप होए, औरन को शीतल करे अपू शीतल होए। ठीक है, इसका मतलब ये है कि एकदम कूल रहना है। अगर अपने को नहीं आता है या आपको लग रहा है कि सामने वाला अपनी बेइज्जती कर रहा है, तो वो यही तो देखना चाह रहा है। उसको आपकी बेइज्जती करके क्या मिलेगा, या आपको स्ट्रेस में डाल के क्या मिलेगा? तो यही देखना चाह रहा है कि आप कैसा रिस्पॉन्स देते हो। फैजल सर ने जब एटीट्यूड की बात की, वो बात ऑलरेडी मेरे मन में चल रही थी। एक स्माइल रखिए चेहरे पे। उनको यूं लगना चाहिए कि यार इज वेरी जेनरस पोलाइट काइंड ऑफ अ पर्सन, बजाय कि इसके कि इसको यूं लगता है कि मुझे सब आता है, या वट एवर आई एम सेइंग इज करेक्ट। सामने जो बैठा है उसको पता नहीं है। बहुत बार होता है कि आप सही ही बोल रहे हो, सामने वाला जानबूझ के बोल रहा है, पोकिंग बोल, समझते हैं ना आप? आपको परेशान करने के लिए बोलना है, क्या बोल रहे हो क्या बोल रहे हो, हंसेंगे, ऐसे उपहास वाली हंसी आपको दिखाएंगे। उससे परेशान नहीं होना है। अब अगर ये चीज बहुत मैटर करती है, ठीक है, वहां पर बहुत बड़े विद्वान, बहुत मतलब आपसे उम्र में और पद में ओहदे में काफी बड़े बड़े लोग बैठे होते हैं, तो एक दो बातें सुन लेने से कुछ अपना घटता नहीं है। और दूसरी बड़ी बात है, आपको नौकरी के लिए जा रहे हो यार, है ना, जरूरत आपकी है, और उनको ये कार्य मिला है कि आपको इवेलुएट करें कैसा है क्या है। तो इन सब चीजों का ध्यान रखिए। आंसर नहीं पता है, सीधा सा बोलिए सर नहीं पता। अब जैसे सर शिशिर सर ने आपसे पूछा था, वो एक एग्जांपल मैं बताता हूँ आपको। फेल्सपार किस कंडीशन में सस्टेन करेगा या बच जाएगा रॉक्स में? अब आप सोच रहे हैं, अब आपने जो आंसर दिया कि सर ऐसा हो सकता है कि वेदरिंग और वो कंडीशंस ना हो, हमको वहां पे डिप्लोमेटिकली और पॉलिटिकली करेक्ट नहीं होना है। हमको वहां पे जियोलॉजिकली और साइंटिफिकली करेक्ट होना है। हमको वहां से डिप्लोमेटिक आंसर नहीं करने हैं अपने को यार। आप साइंटिफिक पोस्ट के लिए जा रहे हो, तो आपको टू द पॉइंट साइंटिफिक आंसर देना है कि सर एरिड कंडीशन होनी चाहिए और एकदम तुरंत ब्यूरल हो जाना चाहिए सेडिमेंट्स का। एटमोस्फियर पे एक्सपोजर उसको अगर रहेगा तो थोड़ा सा दिक्कत है। ये बस चीज, बात खत्म। इस तरह की चीजें हैं, मतलब मेरा कहने का एक मतलब है। तो टू द पॉइंट आंसर दीजिए और एकदम डेफिनेशन करेक्ट बताइए। थोड़ा सा करंट अफेयर्स पढ़ लीजिए। और मुझे लगता है कि यू विल गो थ्रू, आप पास कर जाएंगे इस इंटरव्यू को। तो ये दो तीन चीजें ध्यान रखिए, और कॉन्फिडेंस अपना अच्छा रखिए। ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट मत दिखिए, जो कि इस इंटरव्यू में मुझे लगा कि आप ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट हैं, वो लगना नहीं चाहिए। ठीक है, आइए आप कितनी पोस्ट है फैजल इस बार?
200 के आसपास है सर।
200 पोस्ट है तो ये मतलब गोल्डन अपॉर्चुनिटी है, बहुत साल पहले आई थी और अब पता नहीं कब आएंगी इतनी पोस्ट, है ना? तो आइए आप,
बिल्कुल सही।
हाँ, जीएसआई में स्वागत होएगा आपका। चलिए, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सारी चीज़ों